Welcome to the Loneliest City podcast, where we talk about life and living in the Canadian city that is Edmonton. And this episode, we'll be having an interview with a very special guest today. I'm your host, JC, here with my co-host, Jesse. And today, we're here with the immensely talented Timothy Rodgers. He is a local Edmonton musician. You can find him on his Instagram, SoundCloud, and YouTube channel. Links will be provided in the description and heading. And a quick shout out to his new single titled About You. Go give it a listen right now.
So how's everyone doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing good. I got my tea.
Nice to finally sit with Timothy here.
Heck yeah!
Hydrated.
Yeah, we love being hydrated, love having tea with honey. It's a good time.
Oh, you're drinking
Yes.
tea, right?
Yeah, I've been walking you through the process. I was like, hey, I'm just going to boil my water. I'm going to put my tea here. And
Excuse me, I got a lot going on my side. I'm sorry.
sorry.
You like
Sounds
tea,
interesting
Timothy?
enough.
Are you a tea
Yeah.
guy?
I
coffee
like
guy? What are you?
tea and gossip.
Yeah, but tea. Oh,
Tea and gossip?
So he likes to spill the tea.
Yeah.
He loves, what's the tea, sis? I'm just
She just called you her sis. That's the highest honor known
No.
to mankind. Or in the world of women.
in the world of a woman being a sis. Heck yeah. And a
Hell
sis
yeah.
can, I don't know what else there is. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So Timothy, you're doing good? You having a good time thus far?
Yep. Your
Yeah,
sister's
really.
doing all good.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. See, we're family now. This is it.
Wonderful.
We're the one big family. Yes. Does that make me the big sister? Am I the big sister?
If you want to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm the oldest here. That'd make me the oldest.
You are?
The,
Oh, so you're like the
elder
big
sister
sister.
here or something.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. So she's the middle child.
I'm the middle.
Oh, maybe.
Watch me get ignored. Just kidding.
Oh, we're not that kind of family.
Oh, okay,
We're
cool,
not that.
cool.
We respect each other.
We respect each other nicely. Okay, I like it. I like being respected. It's fun.
Always good. It's always good.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time. So, Timothy, are you from around here? Where were you born? Let's find out some
Yes.
stuff about you. Heck
Yeah.
yeah. Let's do some investigative
I was
journalism.
born in southern Alberta.
Wow.
Oh, really? Oh.
Heard there's snakes there.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
was it a small
ones.
town?
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where I was born, but yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was born in Lethbridge. That's the name of the place, but it's pretty
Oh,
small.
okay.
Oh, Lethbridge. Mm-hmm.
But even
Oh.
smaller than that is where I actually lived, which is called McGrath. It's got 2,500
Wow.
people in it. Graduating class was about 40, 50.
Oh, that's a small.
Wow. Yeah.
Everyone knows
Some
each
fun
other.
times. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What would you
Yep.
say? What was it like being in like a small town that big? You know?
Yeah, what was that like?
Yeah.
It was cool because you get close to the people around you. Sucks
Right.
because sometimes the drama gets everywhere, right?
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
used to live
explains the
near a
tea.
small town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Grew
There's
up
all
with
the. You
that.
knew all the tea.
Yeah.
A lot of backwashing tea, but
Backwards.
Yeah.
how old were you? Like, how long did you live there?
Yeah.
Well, technically, when I was still a baby, we moved to Edmonton, lived there 10 years, moved back there, lived for another 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I moved back here when I was 21, 22.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay.
23.
Oh, that's
Cool.
a bit recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a couple years back that I moved here. Again.
Oh, cool.
Oh, real change of scenery.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
was a
like
good
your
one, though.
song changed.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
LOL.
Oh, are we doing that now? We gotta introduce his music right now.
No, sorry. I was, no.
No,
we
it's
don't
it's
have
okay.
to.
It's okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to make a pun. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there.
Just getting too excited, bro.
I know.
Alright, sorry, sis. Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. So, Timothy, what was your first introduction to music?
Well, I basically learned about music, listened to music through my brother, because I always heard him blasting his tunes in his room, so him and I would hang
Oh.
out, and
Yeah.
whatever he listened to, I listened to, at least in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you have your brother to thank for all this. Got you into
Yeah,
all that.
a lot of it's
The world.
Yeah, a lot of it's on him for
Oh.
people to thank for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He played guitar,
Like, who
and
are
so
those,
he'd be showing off to me, and I would see him playing really fast stuff and think, "Holy cow, how do you do that?
Wow.
You're just blown away by this.
Yeah. So was your
Yeah.
brother a big inspiration for you, especially to start like writing music and things
Yeah, it
like
sure
that?
sounds like.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was my introduction for sure.
Wow. So now you can look at him and be like, yeah, I got it from you. Or does
Yeah.
he ever like look at you and be like, hi, like
You did this. This is your fault.
Yeah.
No, we actually we've done some music together.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
yeah, that's
Little
really
family
cool.
business there, man.
yeah. We made a song where we said, okay, we're gonna make the most hipster song possible, and we made a music video about it actually, and it's on YouTube.
No
You even did a music
way!
video. Okay.
I
Oh,
can't
maybe
wait
we
to go
can,
watch that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
it's
share that
pretty
with
good.
us later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to show that to my siblings and be like, why can't we be like that? Why can't
Yeah.
we be talented?
This could be
It's
us.
This could be us. But
We
we're
were
not
doing
talented.
uncoordinated dance moves, like it was our song,
Oh,
but I was
man.
doing the
Oh, I
YMCA.
love it. Really?
That's just brilliant.
I love it.
The YMCA dance moves?
Yeah,
Love it.
and yeah, in our song, yeah,
Hmm.
just gotta make it hipster, right? Make it weird,
Right.
At
Exactly.
the YMCA.
different.
Yeah.
But we got to do it first.
Mm-hmm. It's yeah, you guys gotta do it first, and then you gotta be the person to discover it first, and then be like, I knew them first before they were big.
Exactly. Our name was
Yeah.
the onesies, actually.
The onesies.
The-
Yes. It's funny because you guys are like a twosies, but it's
Yep.
the onesies. Yep. Your fans will be the twosies. I like
They're-
it.
So they're
There
like
you go.
sharing a onesie. That's a twosie, right? Or am I getting this wrong?
Is that a twosie? No, I don't think
There's
there
a
is.
math
There
check
a
out here.
onesie?
I don't know if there's a right answer, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if there's such thing as a twosie either, where you could put two people in one. I mean, if you could fit in it, yeah, but
You're like
Yeah.
one person
Seems
per
big
pant
one.
leg. Okay, I feel like I'm getting a little off topic here, but sorry.
so what were your favorite artists and composers, especially maybe
yeah.
growing up, and did they influence your music a lot as well?
Okay, so if I were to order it 1 to 3,
Yeah.
number 1, I would say his name's John Petrucci. He's he's one of the most influential progressive metal musicians.
Wow.
Then there's the Beatles would take second place.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beatles. All right.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I had a high school band, and that was pretty much all we played.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and then third place, I would probably put. Actually, that's a hard one. Maybe Metallica.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like it.
Did you
Yeah,
ever
they
like
definitely
try like
definitely
screaming at
influenced
your
that
mirror?
for sure.
Like
like
Yeah.
like metal screaming.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
like to see if you can do it.
Yes.
I think we've all tried that.
Successfully is a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'd take a toll on your throat, right?
Oh yeah, that's why I don't continue.
Yeah, some singers like ruin their throats. Like they
Yeah.
can't. Like
I'm not
they
that
lose
dedicated
ability
to
sing, so.
craft.
Yeah. The craft of screaming at the top of
Yeah.
your lungs. I feel like I've mastered that since university, but
Like, who was the first guy that did that? Like, how mad was he? What was his deal?
I don't know. Maybe
That's
it's,
hilarious.
Be like,
yeah, maybe through like the caveman days.
okay, oh, it goes back.
Like,
oh, that's
rock.
that's some history. Hey, do that again. I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
also
beat
how
that
rock
rock while
started.
I do that.
Yeah, the rock falls down and they're just like, no, but they
Yeah,
can't
that's
say
rock
no.
and roll.
Literally, the rock rolled away and then they the rock rolled away and then they just start screaming, no. Like it. There's actually a couple really cute sounding screamo songs that I've been really getting into. So I don't know. Some of it's the lyrical
Oh, cool.
content that's really nice. Yeah, but yeah, I guess I can see the appeal. It's nice. It's it's nice.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Heck yeah. So how much?
Sorry, I'm just also drink some coffee here.
Oh,
Go for
coffee
it.
this
Yep.
late in the evening? Damn. You're gonna stay up forever. But then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like
coffee.
never sleep. Okay, cool. That's good.
Yeah.
So how much has the style of the artists that you just mentioned, have they influenced your music a lot, or have you just like taken little bits and pieces and you can see them kind of reflected through yourself and your music?
I would say both because, like many times I'll write a song and when I'm doing it, I'll play the same chords accidentally, or
Yeah.
I'll sing something and I'm like, oh, that's a tune from that, but I didn't realize it till later. Or I'll just actually look into it and be like, I want to do whatever they did. So
Yeah. I really like that.
Okay.
That's really cool. Because I remember when I was listening to some of your songs, Do I mention their names again? I'm just joking. Do I need to fun with the names again? But no, I've noticed that some of the
It's all
vibes
good.
they give off too, they remind me of old, like some of the old songs, like from the 70s and stuff like that.
Awesome.
I feel like I got a lot of that vibe, especially through your song "Change" that I just mentioned earlier. Shameless plug, but just kidding. But yeah, I feel like I see a lot of that vibe, and I think I was mentioning earlier. It kind of seems like you're just going on a long drive by the water, and
Yeah,
I don't know,
I can
along
really
the
see
water. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was writing that song, my biggest influence would have been from either, I would say actually in that one mainly Ozzy Osbourne actually.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, Sharon.
So I'm
The guy
glad you
with the
said
blockers,
70s.
right? Or the shades. What?
Yeah,
Yeah, shades. Yeah.
actually have some shades like that.
You do? Nice.
Yeah. Actually, it's in my my profile on Discord.
I was just about to.
Oh, we gotta
ask-
see this.
Yeah, I'm gonna look now. Let's see.
Do you think he like wears it to
Nice.
sleep? He's always wearing the shades.
Yeah.
Like, does he
I wouldn't
shower
doubt
with
it.
it on?
If that's
I
part of
wouldn't
your
doubt it with
image.
him.
Yeah. Someone can come and disrupt it at any moment. You can never be sure. Never be safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You never want someone to catch you without them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he always has a bat on hand. Like a
Yeah,
little-
and when you're in the
I don't even
in
think
the
I've ever
lifestyle
seen
of
his
rock and roll,
eyes.
you never know.
Yeah. You haven't
Yeah.
seen his eyes? Yeah, you haven't
I don't
watched
think
He
all
wears
the
makeup
ever shows
usually.
his eyes.
If he doesn't have his glasses on, he wears makeup,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, hey.
like eyeliner.
Oh, really?
I feel like, didn't they used to have a reality show?
Yep.
They did, yeah. I feel like I've watched a few episodes of that before. And I feel like there was one where he wore nothing on his eyes and he was just chilling.
He's definitely remembered by that. I would say
Yeah.
probably 30% of the time he doesn't wear it. 70% he wears it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Is
what
he
I
that
thought.
guy that removed his lower rib so he could like suck himself?
What?
Is that him?
I think you're thinking Marilyn
I don't think
Manson.
so.
That was
I think it was
Manson.
Marilyn
Oh.
Manson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What the
Yeah.
heck? Sorry, was that was
Yeah.
really dumb. That was, okay.
He's an interesting fella though. Honestly, he's the
Yeah,
one who ripped
yeah.
the head off a bat.
Yeah.
What the heck?
With his teeth.
He
With
didn't.
his teeth.
He didn't start the pandemic though. That was like years ago.
No. Yeah, that was you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
He did it first. The true
He's
hipster.
the first Batman. hmm
Do you think someone was like trying to imitate him? Like, oh yeah, this is cool.
Went horribly
Oh,
wrong.
No.
hmm
No, I'm sick.
Now the world is shut down.
Although I should thank him because I've had a lot of time to write music.
Oh,
yeah, actually,
that's
this is
true.
pretty productive for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's good.
actually going to ask something similar. Like, how has the quarantine really affected how your music sounds or anything like
I
that?
I would actually go as far to say as without the quarantine, I
Mm-hmm.
would probably be like
Oh.
3 years behind on my music.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard
Yeah.
to before. You know, it was hard to find time in the routine, like the daily busy life.
Absolutely.
Just like focus on your hobbies. But with this, you know, you
hmm
really catch up on some things.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been really cool. It's like, I think it's just offered a lot of time to have that, self-reflection, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll play that.
Yeah.
Plenty.
What am I
Plenty of
doing with
that.
myself?
Sometimes more than I want.
Yeah. That's the same here.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
One thing that's nice is like, once you don't feel like thinking anymore, you can just watch some TV, so you don't have to think
Yes.
about how.
Like, are you
think about
practicing
it.
more because of this? Like,
Yeah.
like
Definitely.
what, did you take music lessons and stuff?
No, I'm
self-taught?
self-taught.
Oh wow, you're
Wow,
that's
you're
all
self-taught.
self-taught,
What?
Yeah.
dude.
I've never had the patience to do lessons. I would rather just
Yeah.
feel my way through it.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, some musical teachers are like they're just tough to be taught by. You know, they bring that like
Yeah.
whole attitude.
Plus it
they're-
costs
they're
money.
Arrogant.
Oh,
Oh
When
yeah,
I started
very
the guitar,
expensive.
Mhm.
my dad thought it was of the devil, so he didn't really want me to do it. So.
Really? Yeah. Like a true rock and
Son,
roller.
that's
I love
devil
it. Like from the 50s.
Dad, I
Oh my
want
god.
to play guitar.
Like, no.
Mama, let him play.
I like it. Oh my god, you'd be like Jerry Lee Lewis, but of the early 2000s. I like it. No,
Absolutely.
early 2000s? The 2000s. What decade are we in? I'm just joking.
What year is it?
What year
Still
is it?
2020, I promise you.
What?
Still?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know. It feels like it's only been, I don't know. It feels like it's been a couple of years now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's
time's,
so
like, really
cool.
slowing down.
It has been really slowing down. But yeah, so you took so you taught yourself all of these all of these songs, and actually not all of these songs, but
Yeah.
all of the instruments and everything. That's really
Yeah, it's
cool.
Pretty impressive.
I started with
Yeah.
just the one guitar. Music came into
Yeah.
my life really unexpectedly, actually, because
Really?
it started with my brother, but
Mm-hmm.
then I moved on to, actually what happened was I was listening
Mm-hmm.
to him play, and then one day I was just in the basement and I found one of his old guitars. It was
Yeah.
broken and beaten and stuff.
Oh, you got like a
It just-
romantic story to this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed to call out to me. So, like,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
before I could start playing it, though, I had to fix it. It was
Yeah.
like, it had no strings. There were like 5
Wow.
major things wrong with it. I had to do that all myself. But then I finished
Wow.
fixing it, started playing it, and yeah, it was pretty dope.
That is really cool. So it was like the humblest of humble beginnings. You literally had like a
and-
broken guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, I was kind of broken too. I don't know who fixed more. I don't know if I
Yeah.
fixed the guitar, if it fixed me.
Oh, that's deep, man.
That's deep. Yeah, that is.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah,
That's
deep
really cool.
talks.
There you go. Yeah. Actually, I really like that. That's really cool. So
You
it's
named
almost like
it
the
and everything?
guitar. Yeah.
I didn't
oh,
name
yeah.
that one, actually, but I still have it, and I feel like one day it's
you?
going to be worth a lot of money.
Oh my God, yeah. You should have it framed and everything. You should sign it.
Yep.
Put it up on your wall.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so cool. I really like that. So it's almost like you and your guitars, like where you guys first started. You know, you both were maybe broken people and you guys
Yeah.
came together, fixed each
Definitely.
other. Oh, man,
Whoa,
it's like a
yeah,
relationship.
that's very. Yeah, that's pretty deep. That's beautiful.
Now I have lots, though. I have 6 guitars. I almost got one yesterday. I'm really sad that I didn't.
Yeah.
You're like the crazy cat lady, but with guitars.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can
I mean,
see
not to
the
call you
appeal
crazy,
too.
but-
Nah. But yeah. I have 2 guitars, but I don't know how to play either of them because, damn, I don't know. There's so much stretching you have to do with your fingers, you know? You gotta,
Yeah,
like,
it takes
use a-
time.
It does
I've been
take
playing
a
for
lot
12
of time.
years.
Huh.
Oh, man. That'd be so nice to just wake up one day and just know how to play the guitar or
Oh, I
something.
wish that was the way it went.
Right? Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like every time I try to teach myself, I just, like, don't. And then, I don't know. And my fingers
Yeah.
hurt. And that's it. And then I just leave and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know what motivated me, honestly. Like, the moment
Yeah.
I picked it up, it was almost like I just had to, I guess.
So it's almost like a
Yeah,
godsend
dude.
in a way. Or
Yeah.
I feel like there's another word for that. I can't think of it. But yeah.
Destiny. No.
It was that's the word. Yes, it was destiny.
Do you believe in it?
Why do you sound like the Energizer? Or what is that drink?
Kind of
The
sound like
energy drink?
Batman.
Yeah, that too.
It's destiny.
Maybe it's a coffee. Coffee kind of helps.
Oh, it
No.
does, I guess, huh? Yeah. So, yeah. Actually, do you have all your names for your guitars? Do you have like names for them?
I have a few. I haven't named them all.
You haven't, yeah.
Let's see. I've got the one that I have in
hasn't
my
named them
picture,
all.
and also the one that I used for the song you guys listened. Actually, both the songs you guys listened to.
Yeah.
I called it Rain.
Ooh.
Black, and it's an electric guitar.
Yeah, that
Oh.
sounds like a nice name for a guitar.
Dude.
Yeah, and then I have a sunburst red Les Paul, which is got the name Phoenix.
Nice.
These are sick ass names, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my
Oh my
Are you like
my
are you like calling it forth when you reach for it? You're like, Phoenix, come
Oh my
here.
god, it's like naming the wands. It's like a wand.
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
yeah, it's kind of interesting though. The reason I come up with the names is because I just think about the way that it makes me feel, and then like associate that with some image or whatever.
Yeah.
And
That's-
then because I feel fiery when I hold that red one, like it's just like pure red, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You really are an artist, dude. It's like,
Yeah.
man,
That's how you know.
that's such an artist thing to do.
That is.
Then there's one other with a name, and that would be Delaney,
Mm-hmm.
which is my acoustic, just my basic acoustic.
Oh.
Oh. I have a friend named Delaney.
Is she
Oh,
a
this
guitar?
is a little weird.
Is she a guitar? We've been messaging each other for so long that I'm like, what?
Oh my.
Your guitar? You tell me? So stupid.
This explains so much.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah. Also, when you're writing your songs, what kind of like do you have to ever put yourself in kind of like a mood to write, or do you feel like the lyrics just kind of like come to you? And you
Light some candles.
no, like you have to like when you want to study, and you got to put yourself in the mood to study. And
Yeah.
then,
Okay.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to
Yeah.
get into like a certain headspace for you to write songs, or do they just kind of?
There's no one headspace, but sometimes it just comes to me and I'm in my room, or sometimes, you never know. Maybe you're in the shower, maybe you're eating food. Like sometimes it just happens and you like start singing a tune. But usually
that's why you got a guitar in the bathroom.
Yeah, I should hang it in there. Sometimes it's just, I sit on my bed, I'm just playing because I'm bored, and then something will sound really cool, and I think I need to make that into a song, so I do, and then I add things to it.
Oh, yeah, this is a 24/7 thing.
Yeah, and if I'm really like having writer's block, I'll go to the park where there's nice nature around and stuff like that. That helps me too.
Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah. I like going to the park. You can chase the dogs, chase the kids, hug some
Chase
trees.
the squirrels?
Yeah.
I leave the squirrels alone. It's just,
You do?
that's weird.
Damn.
That's weird.
You might as well. I hear they're nuts.
I like that, because squirrels, they have.
Yeah.
But like... I don't know what I'm saying, man. But yeah. We should actually take a listen to your song, because we were just talking about your songs, and I guess, I think it'd be a good time.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Yeah! We can listen to your song! Wait, what song are we listening to? Change?
Yeah, it's called... So what's inspired the name for that, before we start
Actually,
listening?
yeah.
One sec. All right. So I would say, let me just think. What did I start with first for that song? I think I just started strumming it. Yeah. I looked outside, kind of, I guess I made an observation that it was raining outside, because the first part of the lyrics are like, I used to love the sun, now I prefer the rain. So I just kind of went off that. And when I said that, in my mind, it kind of keeps an image in my mind. So the more I work on that like mood, that emotion, the more words come out and the more that happens. And eventually it came out being a song about how much I've changed in the last year.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, deeply personal stuff.
Yep.
Wow. I can see this being like on a Genius interview. Almost like that'd be so So on quarantine version. Oh my god, it's a version. Okay, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, version, yeah. But I'm a Genius interview. I like it.
And now for a quick listen to Change by Timothy Rodgers. Check it out.
But now I've got to change.
And that was the song Change. Wow, that was so good. I don't want to say that was actually really good, because that was really good. I really liked it. See, I think that was the song I was talking about first. It sounds like you're just driving along the highway and there's water. You're just kind of like
mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the mood
That's
to
good.
just kind of relax.
My
Ponder life.
only desire is to make an image for people to actually see when they listen to it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Love it. I can't wait to listen to the song on a rainy day too, because that's what you said in the lyrics from the lyrics to that. That would probably be a different experience entirely. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Problem.
No,
So,
thank you,
how
man.
long- yeah.
Thank you.
Pleasure's all mine. Pleasure's all mine.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to get all weird there, but
No, man.
Thank you,
Thank
random
you.
citizen. No.
you're
I
welcome.
like it. Imagine just saying that in an empty room and having someone say that back. That'd be great. That's what I was imagining in my head.
Someone's under my bed.
That's a new story entirely. Something you write a song about. Speaking of songwriting, how long does it take for you? Yeah, exactly. How long does it take for you to write a song? Do you find like maybe it takes you like a couple of weeks, or maybe it takes you a couple like hours or a day, something like that?
Must take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some songs have taken like 10 minutes to write, and they can be some of the ones I love the most. But
Really?
others, they have. Well, I can think of one that like has taken about a half a year to get right. So it just depends. Every song has
Wow,
their
that's a
unique
huge variation.
requirements. Yeah, I would say the average though would probably be like between starting the idea to feeling like it's ready to be recorded would be, on average, I would say a couple weeks.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because
Okay.
then, and also when you're like writing your song, do you ever hear like the instruments, kind of the idea of the instrument you want to play in your head? Also, I don't know how
Yeah,
that works.
Pick what to use.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, well,
Mm-hmm.
as I improve as a musician, I feel like my ability to do that gets better because I
Yeah.
find myself in a position often where I'm hearing the song in my head before it's ever even been done, but like I don't know how
Yeah.
to put it onto the instrument. But the more I
Yeah.
practice, the more I'm able to do that. So I would say most of the time. Actually, I just had a brain fart. Remind me the question.
That's all
again.
good. Oh yeah, no, it was just on wait, I sorry if I blanked out for a second.
It's the
Like
effect.
picking the instruments. Like, do you ever like do a last minute where you decide you want to add in like a extra bass or something or more vocals? Like, how do you?
Oh yeah,
how do you
like
decide that?
yeah,
Um,
the idea.
Well, sometimes it's because I have a very clear image in my head of what I want, and
Okay.
other times it's
Okay.
a product of the music acting upon me, where I'm like, I've written something,
Yeah.
and just the way that it flows, there's a certain like direction you can tell it's going, and oftentimes
Yeah.
that's what I'll work off of after I've got the initial idea done.
Whoa. Yeah, it's like instinctive.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, and
It's so
everyone's
neat.
different. Like some people, their experience with music is from music theory, what they know about it, and they kind of can do it and make it sound good
Right.
to anyone. But other people, more like me, are the
Oh,
opposite, where
wow.
they start from the feeling side, and I struggle to learn the theory.
Yeah. Oh,
Pretty-
that's so cool. Yeah, that'd be so
always
hard to
did
do
wonder.
just thinking about it. Yeah, because then it's like, do you just like write the lyrics and then all of a sudden you just kind of know what instruments you want to put in it? Or actually, I have another question. Do you find like, especially when you're playing your music, does that really change the song a lot? Or do you find yourself making changes to your song? Oh my God, I keep doing
Yeah, like do you get like too picky
But-
and you like next thing you know you made a completely
Yeah.
different song?
Yeah.
All the time, yeah. Actually,
Oh, that's
sometimes what I
annoying.
do, actually, specifically with this song change, the part that I asked you to play, the 30-second section, that was actually written for
Yeah.
a song that has like a completely different even genre of style, but I just put it in there because I was like, actually,
Wow.
it fits in here better. So
Yeah. That's so
It's
neat,
a real
man.
like real process of just I don't know.
Mhm.
Randomized
Yeah.
process, very instinctive.
yeah, it's always different.
So like are you really involved in like the music scene at all? Like I'm sure you like have a lot of bandmates. Sometimes you go to events or something, or maybe you know someone who's like producing.
Well,
Like,
like I surround myself with a lot of musicians because I mean we're not all the same, but most of us are
Yeah.
looking for other people to fulfill their needs. Like I'm a guitarist and a singer, but I can't beat the drums for the life of me. I can put a simple rhythm and I can make something sound funky, but I can't like focus on 6 things at once. And so I find a drummer
Right.
who's like spending the same amount of time and same amount of effort on drums come into my life, and there's always someone
Okay.
who plays one instrument looking for the other, right? And so I try to find those people, and usually it's not too hard to find, but drummers are probably the hardest ones because it's kind of like guys versus
really?
girls in dating. Like the guy
Yeah.
in the analogy of dating is the guitarist and the drummer is the girl, because like
Yeah.
girls, you know, they're able to pick because they've you know,
Yeah.
all the guys want them, so it's like they can choose who's the best guy. That's drummers.
oh, they're in
Guitarists,
high
there's
demand. Yeah.
there's tons of guitarists,
Yeah.
and they just like they'll search for a drummer and never get one. So
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Yeah. That's a really neat analogy. Yeah, I like it. So, actually, I have another question. But,
Yeah.
see, what is your least favorite part of the process of making music? Do you have like a least favorite where you're just kind of like, oh, I don't want to do this part at all?
I would say
You just hand it off to someone else.
it's hard to
Yeah.
say because honestly I like it all, but I would say not so much there's a least favorite
Yeah.
part of the music writing process, but there's a something I hate that happens when I'm doing it, which is writer's block. Like that's just the worst.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
the,
yeah,
that's
'cause I
the
can
thing that
imagine.
kills me the most, because I've had weeks,
Yeah.
actually, I've had months even where I just haven't written anything, and sometimes it's a product of
Right.
what's going on in life or whatever, but Yeah, that's the
Mm-hmm.
worst part of it, when you find
Yeah.
a song idea that you have and you're like, this is going to be the greatest song of all time, and then
Yeah.
3 months in, you're like, I can't figure out the next part. That's the
Yeah.
worst.
Oh,
A lot of
I
it's
can't
just
imagine.
spontaneous. I guess
Yep.
it's just that's what it means to be like an artist. You can't really
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
just make it happen. It just
Yes,
happens by itself.
exactly. You can't necessarily push it. You can a little bit, and that's just, I mean, that's just the driving force. Like, that's your effort, but you can't make something where there's nothing.
Yeah. Deep.
And yeah, it's almost like what you were saying earlier when you said that some songs it took you probably like maybe a year to write. Do you think
Yeah.
those are like the times where you have like the most writer's block, especially for that type of song?
Yeah, like one that comes to mind is I wrote it I started writing it when I was 15, and
Yeah.
the song was
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah, it was actually one of my best songs at the time, but the problem was like I was a different person then than I am now, and so like
Wow.
I've kind of changed some of the words.
Yeah.
Like, not a whole lot has been needed to be changed in the music itself, like the instruments, but definitely changed lyrics around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, especially as you've like matured. Do you see yourself actually like changing some of your songs too in the future, or do you think you just keep them as like a remembrance of who you were at this time, or something like that, or maybe adding more?
yeah, actually, I thought about that really recently.
Ah.
With one of my I'll say with the single that I put out, I thought to myself, what if I get way better? Do I want to take it down and like remake it? And I thought, honestly, no, because I have a song that's on YouTube that I wrote when it was the first song I ever wrote. It's still on there. And
Yeah.
I think I was like 12 or 13, but I was still a beginner then. And
Yeah.
so now I could obviously do way better. But
Right.
looking back at it is kind of fun sometimes, because if I ever doubt that I've like improved, I can watch that and think, wow, I really
Yeah.
have come a long way. So
Yeah,
Really
it's almost
growing with your music.
exactly.
Yeah.
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 That's really neat. So it's almost like for you, it's like looking back in a memory book or like a, what do you call those books? Like a yearbook? Not a yearbook. I don't know.
like
I forgot what
like
those
a
books are
photo
called.
album. But
Photo
with
album,
music.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, just
exactly.
the
But with
memories.
music.
Yeah, that thing.
Brings me back to what I felt when I wrote that too.
Yeah. That
Oh
also
man,
must be
you must
kinda
have a
hard
couple
too, right?
songs that are like kind of cringy for you.
Yeah.
Like I kind of draw sometimes, and I look at my old drawings, and they're just
Aw.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Like the one I was mentioning, that's one where it's like I was probably playing guitar for like half a year at that point. I didn't know everything I know now. So yeah, I could point out lots of reasons why I could do better, like specifically, but but honestly, it's
Yeah.
nice looking back. It really is.
Yeah. It's kind of like scrolling through like Facebook or something and seeing your old photos from high school or even younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them I definitely cringe at, but
Yeah.
it's like it's a memory nonetheless. Like it teaches you
It is.
something.
And it's awesome seeing
That's
the
true.
progress you make too. It
Yeah.
just feels good.
It pumps you up.
Like
it really does.
It's like, hey, look at how far I've come. Like, you climbed a mountain, like in that Miley Cyrus song. I don't know.
Yeah. Exactly. Looking down at base camp.
Exactly, yeah. And also, I was just thinking here, because you're talking about how it brings back maybe different emotions. Do you find, like, especially if you've gone through a hard time, you've written a song, do you find those songs, like, harder to listen to today? Especially, say, if you're, like, in a better place or something.
It's a good question. The one song that I've kind of revised the lyrics to would be that one for me, because it was literally a different philosophy. Like I
Right.
thought completely different, and the song was a result of something I was concerned about, which had to do with
Yeah.
the previous philosophy. And
Right.
now looking back, I'm like, the fact that I even worried about that is just hilarious. So
Yeah.
now I rewrote it to be more
Yeah.
more inclusive of what I believe now, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that does. That's really cool. So it's almost
Yeah.
like the song matured with you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's really
Oh,
cool.
bro.
Yeah.
It is.
Like a fine wine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All the
Let's do
finest
that.
Did we
wines
just call you
improve
fine
with
wine?
age.
I think we just did.
All the finest wines improve with age.
Exactly. That's how
I
art
like
works, bruh.
Yep.
It is. Let's see. Do you have any advice for new aspiring songwriters or musicians?
Actually, yeah. Because there's a few things that I thought when I was starting up, which kind of held me back. When I grew up writing music, I found that like the farther away from traditional songwriting techniques and methods I went, the more I felt like something was missing, like the pressure to stick to whatever I knew, the confines of that genre. But I learned something. What I learned was, and when I learned this, it clicked. Like my music started to feel real, started to feel more like me. It was, it was kind of felt like my music was finally refreshing and new. What I told myself, what I learned was that the thing that makes my songwriting different is what actually makes it better. But I didn't believe that before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
That would be my main advice, because that held me back for years.
Really? Yeah.
Wow, write that down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I don't even write songs. I'm gonna write that down.
Like, I would say that's best described in like when I write a song, I like the lead guitar parts, the guitar solos that I write. Some of them, it's like,
those will stand out.
I've never heard someone do that before, and then my next thought, what it used to be, because no one's done it before, I think, man, what am I doing? I should be doing something that people will actually like. But then I came to find out over time that that's exactly what they like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Especially,
you gotta find
yeah.
that confidence too to like try those things out. Yeah.
Be willing, be vulnerable,
true.
right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think,
Deep.
especially now that your like fan base has probably grown, like, and do you think as it like changes, do you think that would also affect how you write your songs and how you feel about your music too?
Oh, definitely, because
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne is one of my favorite musicians. He's influenced a lot of my music, and
Such a
one
cool
of his
guy.
songs.
Yes.
One of his songs, he says, basically, actually, it's one of his newest ones. In his most recent album, the song is "Ordinary Man." So in his song, he
I
basically
can't believe he's still
keeps-
making music.
Oh yeah, still touring. Like literally half the time on stage, he's on a throne because it looks cool.
Wow.
But you secretly know it's because he
Oh.
can't move. But
Yeah.
in his song, he says, "I did this all for you," right? Speaking to his fans.
Okay.
And so
Aw.
to me, that's like when the more people that express interest in the music and the message that I have, the more I want to cater to them. So I've seen that happen over time.
Oh,
I'll
that
ask
is
people that I know, I'll
Yeah.
send them a message or whatever of a clip I'm working on, and I'll ask them what they think about when they listen to it. And if they tell me that it's like exactly what I was intending for, it's like perfect. I succeeded. So
That must be
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah. That's maybe a nice feeling too.
it's the greatest.
Man, I can't imagine having that feeling. I want to have that feeling.
But it's not as great as the feeling of going onto a stage, playing a song, and everybody dances and,
Oh,
and cheers
wow.
to you. That's like, there's nothing I've ever felt that feels better than that.
That's like a spiritual experience, man.
It feels like
Yeah.
on top of a mountain, like being spoken to by God. Like, I won't lie.
Dude.
Yeah, you must feel like you're on top of the world at that point. That's
Yeah.
so cool. That's
But
really neat.
secondary to that is definitely making a song and then just finding out that someone who listened to it got exactly the message you wanted them to hear. That's probably second to that.
This is about so much more than just making music now. This is like something
Yeah.
else. Wow.
Yeah, I have a tendency to get carried away with it.
No, that's a good thing though. Maybe you'll have
Yeah,
fans
definitely.
listening right now that are just like, "Oh my god, yeah!" Like, look at how much he appreciates us. That's actually really nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it without people to do it for, because otherwise, because it's like, it's a way to relate, right? It's
Right.
everyone is looking for some way to convey their emotions to another person who will understand, because it's something they've also experienced, and that's what
Yeah.
that's what my music does for me.
Wow.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's like another form of communication. I really like
Yeah.
that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I really like that, especially since you have, since you have like a lot of fans and everything, and then they're just kind of like, oh, that's so nice that yeah, especially
Yeah.
if they can like understand everything too that you're saying and what you're feeling, and that's probably a good way for you to get more fans too. I don't know what I'm talking
Dude,
about.
do you ever
Yeah.
have that
Absolutely.
one guy who's just like, I love you, Timothy? Like that one
Yes,
chick at the
actually.
she's always, oh really? Dude, that's hilarious. I mean,
It
good
doesn't
for you.
come around often. Usually people like to hide their excitement, but I've had it.
I love it. Wait, have you ever had someone like see you on the street and then be like, "Oh"?
Actually,
Has that happened yet?
my old buddy Josh McKenzie, he and I were actually in a high school band, like I said, playing a lot of the Beatles, and
Yeah.
Man.
we did a bunch of shows in the summer, and one show was at a particular park. Anyways, like a week later, we go to the music store to pick up some things, I think guitar strings or something, and one of the guys, not the worker, it was some random guy there. He's like, "Are you guys the Kool Men?" And we're like, that was our band name, and we're like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Wow.
He's like, "Yeah, you were the guys that played at Kinsman Park." I'm like, "Yeah." That was the
Oh my
coolest thing
God.
ever.
Hey.
Yeah. That's
That was
so
me,
cool.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
He was
actually
like, "Yeah, I
really
really
nice.
appreciate the music he played because he was like 70. He's like, people don't play the Beatles anymore."
always into that. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
He must have really
That is
appreciated
true.
you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
Because
with
every
your
generation's
sound. Yeah.
always like, "Oh, my music is dying. No one's listening anymore."
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there we were revamping it, right?
Yeah. It sounds. Yeah. It's almost like a homecoming in a way, because I remember I grew up listening to like songs that are mostly from like the 70s or 80s and whatnot. So now like hearing a sound kind of like similar to that, or like takes you back in a way. It's like when I was a kid on a dirt road. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can get that. Like it takes you back.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, because especially like me with my grandma, like because she used to listen to that kind of music a lot, and so you grow up
Oh,
in, especially a
okay.
lot of CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her favorite, and so we just every time I hear a song like that, I just the lyrics just all come back in my head. Yeah,
Yep.
it's almost like
definitely have
ingrained now. Yeah. Oh, what songs would you say like was that for you? Like almost like they're innate in you.
Well,
Whoa.
my favorite song, which has been my favorite song for, I want to say 12, 13 years,
Oh.
is called
that
The Count.
long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called The Count of Tuscany. It's by Dream Theater. The same person who I mentioned at the beginning, John Petrucci. He's the lead
Yeah.
composer / frontman / whatever
Man.
that
Yeah.
Listen to this.
makes music for
Yeah.
them. And that song is actually 20 minutes long,
Wow.
but it's
Yeah.
like
An
it's
entire
the-
symphony, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The band they try to make the song like completely full with, like, how do I describe this? The typical pop song is good. They describe love, let's say, as the main emotion. So
Yeah.
it's something a lot of people can relate to. Plus,
Yeah.
as
Okay.
the artist, it's really easy to write. But
Right.
because it's not something it's hard to figure out. But the Count of Tuscany, the song I mentioned, the reason why it's my favorite is because the emotion that I'm left feeling at the end of it, whether it be just instruments or words, both, is such a complex emotion. I would say the one thing I feel when I listen to that song would be the emotion of epiphany itself. Like, that's how I describe it,
Wow.
like introspection, looking from the outside in. And I'd never met a band who can make you feel that specific of an emotion just by playing. So that's what I love about them.
Wow.
A song
Yeah.
just does that to you.
Yeah.
I would be
That's
so
my
crushed
goal
at that
as a
song.
musician.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I would be so crushed at that song, just like where I stop feeling that kind of emotion towards it. Oh my God, that would kill
Yeah.
me. That would
It
kill
literally
me.
like
inside.
takes you from turbulent music, like plays really harsh metal music, some high notes, things that make you feel like all over the place. But then it slows
Yeah.
it down to this very like self-reflective spot, and then it concludes it on a very stable,
Wow.
very emotional part. So it's like,
Yeah.
That's an entire
could talk about that for
story
days.
being like held through.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dude.
Yeah, I have a whole like actual animation almost in my mind when I watch it. Like I see the whole thing.
Yeah. That's so neat. So it's like you're just sitting back and like enjoying the show.
Absolutely.
And for 12 years, like, you got nostalgia on top of that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
how it
that
feels.
too.
Yeah, every year it gets better.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun.
That's
is
really
awesome.
cool. Do you hope that maybe like especially in the future that your songs will do that for somebody?
That is my one hope. Yeah.
I love it. I love
That'd
it.
be so sick.
I would
Yeah.
in fact go as far to say that would be my purpose.
Yeah. No, for
Man,
sure.
that's a calling in
Especially
life.
it
Yeah.
is, and it all started with Destiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I should
from
name the
Brooklyn
guitar.
Guard.
Destiny.
That's a pretty name. Yeah.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
And we helped in the name, man. We're part of history. Woo!
Absolutely.
And then get another guitar, name it history. Just kidding. No, you don't have to do that.
I would for the memes.
Yeah. Hey, Timothy, what's your life motto? Yeah.
Yeah, what's your
My life
Sorry,
motto.
the way I asked it.
Not
Yeah.
to be cheesy.
Yeah.
How do I word this in a way that doesn't sound cheesy? Actually, it doesn't matter because it's cool.
Yeah.
I would say, in all
right.
things, search for the silver lining. In every negative situation, there's always something to learn. Go outside, look at nature. There's always something to learn. Go through a rough breakup. There's always something to learn. And if you don't learn, then life's just wasting away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's a powerful
Yeah, I could
motto.
live by
I like
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man. Thanks for coming on the show today. Really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank
Absolutely.
you.
I appreciate you having me. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
a
this
fun time
is
too.
good. Great pleasure.
And that's the end of the Loneliest City podcast. If you have any topics you'd like to request, feel free to reach out or leave a comment in the section below. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more content. We're your hosts, JC and Jesse, and this is the Loneliest City podcast. Thanks for listening.